What's up, guys? It's your fucking boy LaPaul coming at you guys from the dirty, filthy fucking trenches. And what I want to talk about on this video is how to get makeouts. But before I get into that, I would like you guys to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram so you guys can see that I'm an asshole PUA, living the asshole PUA lifestyle. And without further ado, makeouts. Alright, so to start off, there's two ways of making out with a girl. The first one is, first you build the comfort, and then you go for the makeout and whatever follows that. The second way is by just instantly fucking going for the makeout within the 5 minutes of talking to her, or by just simply opening her up with a kiss. So the one I prefer and the one I use the most is building comfort and then going for the makeout. The reason for this is because obviously it builds comfort. She's cool with you, she likes you. Not only does she like you, but she feels safe around you. The other thing that happens is, yeah, you build your fucking value. Like, she could see it in your face that you're not a desperate little fucker that takes the opportunity, his first opportunity when he sees it. Like, no, you take your time because sex, making out is already assumed. You're in a surplus, you're in an abundance of women. So you're not that fucking desperate to make out with her. Also, it lets her know, like, it makes her feel lucky to make out with you, you know? It makes you feel like the catch. It makes you look like the catch too. So let's talk about the building comfort one first, and then before we talk about the instant makeouts. So how do you get makeouts by building comfort? So what first you want to do is, as they would say, spit your game. And what this means is that, you know, you do the pushing, the pulling, you fucking get the voice down, the eye contact, you build up the sexual vibe by looking at her, by the way you look at her. She sees you as man to women, you know, you play your cards, you do it the right way, you fucking just spit game. That's how you do that. And what you want to look for when you do that is you got to look for the IOIs before you go for the kiss. You got to make sure that her eyes are lighting up, you know, like a little fucking girl looking at her superhero. You got to make sure that she's following the fucking physicality. Like, if you touch her on the shoulder, she's cool with it. If you're kind of pulling her in, she's cool with it. You're hugging her, she's cool with it. You're talking to her like fucking, you know, pretty close, she's cool with that. You know, those are the IOIs that you want to go for. She's extra smiley, she's laughing at your jokes. She's asking things about you, she's investing in you to know more about you. You know, she's doing things like that. And then you follow it up by, you know, going for the makeout. So that's what you want to do first, and that's what you want to look for first. So I actually have a rule of thumb. My rule of thumb is if I could dance with a girl, I could probably most likely make out with that girl. You know, because this means that she's looking at me in a sexual way. Like, it's not platonic. It's a fucking man to woman thing. This does not mean that I'm going around and every girl that I fucking dance with, I'm like making out with her and shit. No, because sometimes it's just a dance, you know. Sometimes dancing is just dancing. But I assume if I could dance with a girl, I could most probably fucking likely kiss her. And this doesn't mean that every time that you fucking make out with a girl, you have to dance with her before. Like, no, that's not what that means. But, you know, it's a good rule of thumb to go by, and it helps me. So why not fucking, you guys, you know, why not do it? So assuming that you have that man to woman situation going on, assuming that you have the IOIs there, she's being receptive to the physicality, you've done enough pushing and pulling, what you want to do is, there's a few things you could do. The first one I would recommend is, if you're super shy, if you're super like scared to go man to woman more than you have already, is just be like a little kid. Be like, oh, let me tell you a secret, and then once you have her close, like, make out with her. Or, you know, some little kid shit like that. And worst case scenario, you could always run away, so there's no big commitment. You could always be a little kid and run away. But if you want to be taken a little bit more serious, another thing that I would recommend is doing what they call triangular gaze. After you know that, you know, it's not platonic, she's interested in you, what you want to do is, like, look at one eye, look at the other one, then look at the lips, and then go for the makeout. Or you could do it twice, you know, one eye, lips, one eye, lips, and then go for the kiss. And the vibe has to be there. You have to make sure that the vibe is in the air, that the vibe is in the eye contact before you go for the makeout. So yeah, that's one way of doing it. Another way is being like, getting her close, like talking to her very closely, looking at her deep in the eyes for like 4 seconds, and then just kiss her. And then after you kiss her, just like keep on talking like if the kiss never happened. That's key. If you make it seem like the kiss never happened, if you don't put emphasis on that kiss, she's gonna take you way more fucking serious. She's gonna be like, oh my god, this guy's fucking cool. He probably makes out with a lot of girls all the time. It's no big fucking deal for him. a cool guy. You know, these are things that are gonna subconsciously go off in your brain. So you're gonna be put in a good position. So in case she doesn't in case she doesn't go with the kiss, if she kind of pushes you away or steps back, respect your space. Take a step back yourself. Be like, oh no, I was just gonna tell you a secret, or like, oh no, you had something on your face. You know, just like make up some little bullshit, you know, come off as like a funny, cool dude, you know, like nothing happened. She's probably not gonna fucking hate you for it if you guys were talking for a while, you know, she's probably just gonna be tripped out a little bit. And what you wanna do is, if it didn't work the first time, you know, make sure that, like, don't go for it again within like 5 minutes. What you wanna do is build that fucking sexual vibe again, get her buying temperature up, and then poke at it from another angle, try another way of kissing her. Or maybe this time you could just wait until the end of the night. I don't know, do something like that, but just always try to poke for different angles. If it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't mean it's not gonna work at all. It just means that you have to try different methods. So how to get makeout openers and make instant makeouts within 5 minutes. All right, so this is what you do. You gotta be really good at checking girls' vibes out, like seeing their fucking body language. You gotta become an expert at fucking analyzing, you know, okay, she seems like she's adventurous, she looks like she's in the party mode, she looks like a cool fucking open person. And then after you spotted this, what you want to do is, you know, look at her. If she, this is how you get the openers, all right? So the kiss openers. So you check that situation out. You make sure that she's in the party mode, and then you make eye contact with her, and you gotta make sure that that fucking sexual tension is there, that the attraction is there, like it's mutual. You know, you gotta feel it. Like you just gotta go deep in and feel like, okay, she's into me. Like there's no fucking doubt. Like we all know the look. You know what fucking look I'm talking about. But I do recommend this for people who are more advanced. And the reason for this is because, you know, if you're a beginner, you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because you don't go out that much and you don't get that look that much. So yeah, you want to get that look and wait no more than 3 seconds. Once those 3 seconds pass by, if you hesitate to kiss, you're just going to come off as a fucking hesitant dude, beta as fuck. You can't make up your mind or you're too scared to go for your shot. So make sure it's within the 3 minutes. And then just like, I mean the 3 seconds, what the fuck am I saying? The 3 seconds. And then you just kind of get her arm or you pull her by her shoulders, you pull her in, you give her a hug, and then you just get her, you know, you get her close and you just go for the fucking makeout. And if that doesn't work, if she pushes you back, like I said, take a step back, say something funny like, oh, this is just how we say hi in my country. Sorry, I'm a foreigner, I'm stupid, but I'm a gentleman. My name is blah, blah, blah. What's your name? You know, follow it up. Calibrate after the fact that you fucked up. And yeah, that's how you get a fucking makeout opener. And yeah, you're gonna fail a lot. You're gonna get a lot of successes as well. And it's always fun, you know, it's something fun that you have to learn. It teaches you a lot about subtle communication. It teaches you a lot about, you know, nuances and, you know, subtleties and body language, this, that, and the other. So I recommend everybody to fucking learn how to get instant makeouts. Mandatory. All right, and how to get makeouts within 5 minutes is basically the same thing, but you kind of wait 5 minutes to do that. So you're doing some flirting, you're doing some touching, you're fucking vibing it out, you see the attraction, and then you go for the kiss within 5 minutes. Yeah, that's all there is to it. All right, lastly, how to get triple makeouts. What you want to do is have a girl that you already have that connection with. Have that girl that the sexual vibe has been already established. You probably already made out with her. You don't have to have already made out with her, but you know, that's a big fucking plus. It's gonna help you out. And then what you want to do is get another girl in that situation. It could be one of your friends, it could be one of her friends, it could be whoever. And then make sure that you build that party vibe up. And at one point, you know, when buying temperature is up, you gotta ask them, like both, like, hey, have you guys ever made out with girls? And then 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be like, yeah, we have made out with girls. And even if they say they haven't made out with a girl, then you ask them, hey, what do you guys like make? Like, you guys should kiss, like you guys should make out with each other. And then, like I said, maybe this one, like 7 times out of 10, they're just gonna go for a kiss. And once they're kissing, wait no more than 3 seconds before jumping in to kiss them. Like, don't be a fucking spectator for too long, because the more you wait, the creepier it is. So once they've been making out for like 2 seconds, just go in for the fucking kiss, and that's how you get a fucking triple makeout. And let me give you guys a funny story. So the way I learned how to do this was by watching one of my friends do it. I was fucking mind blown when he did this, but I guess he was hooking up with one girl already, and then there was another girl that, you know, her friend, that she just met up with them later that night. And so yeah, he asked them at one point, like, hey, have you guys ever made out with each other? They said, yes, no duh, we're best friends, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no way, do it. Like, you guys should make out. And then so they make out, and then he just goes for it. And then not too long after that, I tried it for my first time with the girl that I had already been, you know, like hooking up with. And then there was 2 of her friends right there. And so what I did, I asked the same fucking questions. Like, hey, have you guys ever made out with each other? 2 of the girls said yes. I'm like, you guys should make out. And then with the other girl, I was like, oh, you should join. And then so it was fucking 3 girls making out. And then I just go, I followed the rule of 3 seconds. And I just go in for the fucking kiss. And then there was the fucking 4 of us making out at a fucking bar. I know this is disgusting. I know this is fucking gross and nasty to a lot of you guys. But you know, that's what happens. And then I just remember hearing around us, like, everybody going like, what the fuck? Like, some people were recording us. Some people, after I stopped making out with them, they were like, yo, bro, you're a fucking pimp. You know, obviously all this fucking ego fueled me and shit. But yeah, that's my first story of a quadruple makeout. It wasn't even a triple makeout. It was a fucking quadruple makeout. And yeah, I think triple makeouts are fucking dope as fuck. Everybody should fucking have some in their lifetime. And they're cool for the ego boost. They're cool just to know. They're fucking cool to look at. And yeah, I hope this video fucking helps you guys. Take my advice, run with it. If not, then fuck you guys, I'm butthurt. But I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at _LaPaul. And peace.